Good morning, everybody. Park Rat Pad here. Happy Sunday morning. Well, I'm still waking up. You probably are too. But man, is it good to be home. Whew. Not a successful trip for house hunting, but I still believe God has the right place for me out there. We just ain't found it yet. But yeah, finally home. Catching up on doctor's appointments. Catching up on sleep. I know right after this, I'm going back to bed. That's dang. On the upside, I figured out how to take my old shorts that didn't do well, less than 100 views, and save them, then delete them, then repost them after changing titles and stuff like that. So I've got one going up today, and we'll see how that does. If it gets better than 33 views, then I might be onto something successful, because now I'll be able to go back through all my shorts, pull out all the failures, revamp them and upload them, and that'll save me a ton of time and energy, because some of them I just don't know why they didn't take off. I'll put up a short where I'm finding like a silver earring, and I get 50 views, and then the one after about a pull tab I get 5,000 views. So if I can revamp that silver earring short and get that up there, then something good. I'm trying anyway. Let's see who we got rolling up in here. I see Michigan Gems. Good morning, Gems. Good to see you here. Digging it back, Charlie. Bill Papa Rouse. What's in the dirt? Chris Oldham. Good morning to you. Scott McClory, first in the house. Happy to see you here, brother. I hope everybody's having a good morning so far. This is the Wake Up Show. So drink your coffee, drink your soda fizz, get the juices flowing, shake off the dust, and let's see if we can't be nice and super wide awake when Rob and Charlie start their stream at 9 o'clock this morning. I feel like I just walked in the saloon. I'm the only fella without a 6-iron. I know that feeling. Oh, getting ready for church. He's making breakfast and then headed out. Awesome stuff. You definitely don't want to scrimp on the time you spend praising God and basking yourself in His glory. Blistering Barnacles, good morning to you. Let me see what I can do here. I gotta go to High Channel. Somehow I cannot find. It used to be I could go to YouTube, find my stream, and have the stream on a YouTube tab, and be over here in StreamYard tab too. But for some reason, it's not letting me do that since YouTube changed their format. Grumpy fella, good morning to you. Welcome, welcome. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and copy that. Alrighty. We're going to post the link here. If anybody wants to come on up and say hi, this would be the time and place to do it. Okay, now, if I can just figure out why I can't find my lives now. Don't get it. Just don't get it. Too early to figure out new stuff. But the link's there if anybody wants to come on up and say hi. Oh, I am happy to be back in Florida. It's nice. The sun's not even fully up. It's already 77 degrees here. I like that. That's way better than waking up to a car covered with ice. Good morning, Enforcer. And you also, Lyle Okamoto. Glad to see you here, sir. Oh, up all night, couldn't sleep. Sorry to hear that, Chris. We've all had plenty of nights like that. I like that, Jared. Sweet. All right, let me see if I can figure out how to get the YouTubes open on my computer. That would be awesome. Awesome. Suppose it would help if I were subscribed myself, but that's not always the way it goes. Okay. Yeah, the whole YouTube changing up things was kind of odd. Here we go. We might hear ourselves in the background a moment or two. There we go. Okay, now I have that in the background as well. And this should allow me to pin that comment. Okay, that's not doing it. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna pin that link to the top of the chat. That's gonna save me a whole bunch of stuff going on. All right. Admin, same boat. Yep. Hey, y'all were going pretty strong over there. I was jumping back between Charlie's stream and JP's stream. For a while, I had both playing on separate screens and just kept switching off and on the volume so I could hear what was going on everywhere. I didn't really say hi to anybody as I didn't want to start the whole hi train. 40 minutes of hellos is okay when you're the host because, you want to let everybody know that you recognize them and you're happy they're there. But when you're just in the chat, you can miss a lot of what's going on screen because you're spending 15, 20 minutes saying hello to everybody and making sure you hit everybody so nobody's feelings are hurt. I don't think AI has attacked or affected the world of metal detecting yet. At least not that I know of. But, I don't have my ear to the ground on everything. Good morning, Jim Steele. Glad to see you here, brother. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Right, we gotta see what's going on there. Still missing stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think I'm caught up. The Weedy Boys, good morning. That's going to either be Simon or Andrew, and it's probably Simon. Good morning to you, sir. The link is at the top of the chat if you'd like to come up on screen and say hi, talk about some stuff you found. In the meantime, put your hands together, give a warm round of applause, and welcome to the stage, Charlie.
Good morning, bub.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing today?
I just woke up. Got a cup of coffee. Got to get my morning show in with you guys and start the day right.
And then take a nap.
Nah, I'm actually Jamie and I. Seems like we're on the same path right now with our folks. Dealing with my mom, so I'll be going over there after this. But after the streams this morning, it's tough, man. Part of life, but bro, it's rough.
I've been there, done that. It's definitely not fun. I wouldn't wish it on anybody else, that's for sure.
No.
And having lost both of my parents, it's like, I don't know, it's a different perspective. They say no parent should have to outlive their child, and that's true. But no child should have to outlive their parents either, because that's just as rough from the other side. Yep. It's like, man, I know people have all their own opinions and views and blah, 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 but I can't wait till Jesus comes back, till all the sickness is gone, till all the pain and all the sadness, and we are actually living in paradise all together, peaceful and happy, the way it was meant to be. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm not saying it has to be today, but sometime within the next few weeks would be really good.
Next few weeks,
Then you can save an entire nation the stress of voting. All right.
Damn, Jamie, I'm sorry, bro. He's
Mm.
got it bad. Gosh.
Oh. That is terrible.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Bill.
Well, I hope, Jamie, that you've got a good support group around you, strong family and friends to help you through this, and that you're strong enough to help others through this as well. Mm. Mm-hmm. I'm just happy to find. It happens, Chris. God does things in his own way. He's got a plan. He knows. Absolutely not, Chris. I mean, people need to put that forward more than anything else. I think God's tired of taking a back seat in our lives. He wants to be at the forefront of our thoughts every moment. When I get up every day, a good friend told me while I was going through a very difficult time. Good morning, Reg. Good to see you.
Reg.
While I was going through a really difficult time, a good friend, I spoke to her last night. She told me, never let your feet hit the floor without saying that first prayer. And even though it means I wake up and I got to pee like a I do not get out of bed until I say that first prayer. And that's pretty simple. I'm thankful for another day. I'm thankful for the blessings ahead. And please allow me to be a blessing in someone else's life. Amen. I got to go pee. And I go pee. And then, from there you can relax. And you started off the day perfect. In my mind, that's the way it works. On the very few days that I've been, and I haven't done that, it's been a lousy day. I will find myself at the end of the day being all frustrated and this went wrong and that went wrong. And then it'll hit me as I'm in the shower getting ready to lay down. It's all my fault. Because when these problems came up, I didn't pray about it. I didn't lean into God. I leaned into my own understanding of things, tried to fix these problems myself, tried to deal with the confusion myself. That don't work, man. I have a hard enough time making a TV dinner following the instructions on the box. I'm going to control a life? I don't think so. You got to give it to God on the daily. And a lot of people, I know myself, I find it easy to give things to God. The hard part is not taking it back. Actually releasing it and not fearing, not worrying, not stressing. Good morning, Paula. Great to see you here. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the matter. If other people have thoughts on that, let us know or come on up and tell us. Either way, whatever you're going through, you need prayer for something, let us know. I'll put you on my prayer list. I'll keep you in my thoughts. I'll send happy vibes or whatever it is you think works for you. I'm there, 100% support. Because at the end of the day, I want us all to go to sleep happy, satisfied with how our day went, and ready to wake up and do it all over again.
Morning, Deej.
Morning, Deej. Good to see you here. Good people coming up in the house. We got 14 watching. That is freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And we got 11 days non-smoking.
You're on 11?
Yep. It's not been easy. I've had 4 in the last 11 days, but
that ain't bad.
No, it's not. It's not perfect. I can't believe it. But whoa, 4. And okay, I can deal with that.
Yeah.
So feeling good.
I will definitely. July 1st is when I
Mm-hmm.
haven't touched it. Haven't looked back. I mean, it's like you said though. It gets rough.
It
Some days.
can, it can get rough, but you know, the it begins with each day.
Yeah.
If you don't have the first one, you won't have the next one.
No.
Doesn't matter if you're quitting smoking, quitting alcohol, quitting pornography, whatever it is, you're at battle with.
Mm-hmm.
You can start off your day fresh and clean, and don't make that first mistake. You can break the cycle. Mm-hmm. It's a good start. It feels like a good start.
Everybody's congratulating you. Chris wants you to put him on your prayer chain there. Hey, Darby, for
Mm-hmm.
their church, they had a pastor that went rogue.
Oh, we will definitely pray for you for that. And God's got enough good shepherds out there to take care of the flock, but every once in a while, somebody goes off the edge.
Have you
And that's,
noticed a difference in your smell yet, Pat?
oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Like when somebody's walking around that smokes cigarettes, you're just like, wow, that's what I used to smell like.
Well, when I left Jeff's, because that's a smoker's house, and of course, weed around and
Hey,
everything,
Dan.
and I'd been camping and, campfire smoke, I noticed nothing of it.
Mhm.
Driving home, my car's all smoky and all, because I smoked in it for years. Noticed nothing of it. Brought my suitcase in, put it on the bed in the spare bedroom. Yay, hopped in the shower, sleep, feeling good. I get up the next day, and I go bopping into the spare room, figure, okay, I got to do laundry and junk like that. As soon as I opened the door to the spare room, the smell hit me like a punch in the face.
Mm-hmm.
I washed everything in the suitcase and chucked the suitcase out. Ugh, ugh. And then the car. Okay, I got out the bedding that I had in there and washed it. I Febreze the crap out of the car. I left it overnight with the windows down. Let's just keep moving. But yeah, you notice it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow, Chris. Dan just cracked his eyelids open.
Good morning. PA Patriot Prospecting. What's going on, Dan? Good to see you here, brother. And he had an anniversary. Same time as a Swifties did on Friday. And that was super good show. Wish he could have been up there. His wife. The prospecting trip was good, man. I got over 1 gram of gold. Had a great time with friends. I did a lot of house hunting while I was up there. That did not come to fruition on anything, but every time we go through that, I learn. I learn something more. What to look for, what not to look for. I better learn fast because each one of these home inspections cost me like $800.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Hey, Frankie.
Happy days. Yeah, the home inspector told me, good morning, Frankie. The home inspector told me, it's like, oh, we're looking at this house. It was under contract before, but the deal fell through due to no fault of the seller. I go look at the place. Okay, here's some good faith money, contingent upon inspections. I get the inspectors in there. Now, the inspector goes through and does his whole inspection, and I pay him. And then afterwards tells me, yeah, I inspected this house a couple months ago. And da-da-da. And I was like, well, why couldn't you just give me that report? He said, because I don't own it. The person who paid for the report owns the report. And the only person that gets the report is the person who paid for it and the homeowner. So the homeowners already knew all this stuff was wrong. They didn't fix a damn thing, and they're trying to sell it again, costing somebody else $800.
Wow.
Okay, and it's like, okay, and now I get the report, and the owners get it again, and then they're all like, oh, we'll fix everything you want us to fix. It's like if you can afford to dump $50,000 into this house to fix everything I want fixed without raising the price, that tells me the house is way overpriced. Because here, you
Yeah.
can put $60,000 in repairs, still sell the house, and you're still going to make a profit? No, not going for that.
Yeah. Now, was this the second house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but the friend I was talking to last night, the one that gave me the advice about prayer, she owns a cemetery up in Greenville, Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
and she's been looking for property and stuff for us in that area, and she's found a place where it costs $5,400 a year, and you can stay there year round if you want with your motorhome. You have your own little awning way to park in under with a porch that's adjustable to the height of your camper, and she's like, if y'all want to do that, you can move a couple of shipping containers onto the back property at the cemetery here and store all your stuff while you're looking for a piece of land, while you're trying to build a house or whatever. But this way, we'd be able to sell this house, have that money in the bank ready to go, and be saving money all the while we're looking.
Yeah.
And so this sounds like it could be a viable plan, but again, this was her idea, and like she said last night, I'm going to continue to pray about it. You two should pray about it too. So we're all praying about it, and not just jumping on the fact that it sounds good to us, because
Mm-hmm.
so many things sound good to me that just aren't good for me or the rest of the world. All right, super crowd up in here. I can't do banana chips. I have fake teeth. I don't even have my lowers in right now. But
So when's that going to change there, bud?
Tuesday,
Oh, that's good.
I should get the final teeth. And when I finally have those bottom ones that click in and snap into place,
Mm-hmm.
then maybe I'll be able to do some more serious eating. Although I've gotten better, I can go to a restaurant and nibble away and do what I got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Well, you got to be looking forward to that.
hmm Prayers are definitely worth more than money, Chris.
Yeah.
Shoot. I mean, if it weren't for the way other people set up the world, I think dog crap is worth more than money. Absolutely. Whew.
Paula says, "Run, Pat, run, shoddy dealers."
Mm-hmm. So I got something nifty to show off. It's the new Swifty sticker. These are going out in the mail to him, and he will be getting them sometime this week. And since he's not here to say no, here we go. Adventures with Swifty rigged.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Hopefully I get that upside down, right side up, something like that. Ammo. But yeah. So another new and interesting Swifty sticker getting ready to go out. And just like all of his stickers, limited edition. If you don't get one, you never will. And we're getting real close to the time where we'll be able to put out a Swifty sticker sheet. So it'll be one sheet that has all the different stickers on it.
Mm.
And we might make up 10 or 12 sheets like that for some really lucky winners.
That'd be sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Tony. Fun with dirt.
Morning. Heck yeah. So, and went to buy a truck. Dude, I feel for you. I look at some of these prices, man, and it's like, a truck that was costing $30,000 just a few years ago is now costing close to $60,000.
Yeah.
And it's like, my mom bought her first house for $20,000. how did things go so wrong? You
You
know,
want to hear the worst one, Pat? My dad just bought a Toyota Tundra, brand new Toyota Tundra, right?
yeah.
Didn't talk to me about it, nothing. And I would have tried to talk him out of it because I don't think he should be driving a truck right now, right?
Mm,
Well, you've met my dad. You've made him laugh quite a bit.
oh,
But
yeah.
anyways, he buys this brand new Toyota Tundra, and I think within a week they took his license away.
Oh,
So now he's not allowed to drive. I'm just like, now what? You bought this truck for no reason.
mm.
But he's got to have it in the driveway. I'm just like, you're crazy. You don't need to do that, you know?
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't he be just as happy with it in my driveway?
There.
Mm, awesome. I'll send him pictures every day. He can watch me washing it. I'll put on the Daisy Dukes cowboy boots
No.
and hat, whatever it is he needs, you know. But yeah, I'll take care of that truck for him. Damn. So I meant Daisy Dudes. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Mm. I'm trying to see. Yep. Absolutely, Chris. Pride is what went wrong.
Yep.
And the Bible tells us that. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I couldn't get through the next 5 minutes if he didn't love me. There's no way. Man, it sucks about that truck. Again, that's a big chunk of change just to
Dude.
be sitting there.
And now he's doing like the double payment thing on it because he wants to get it paid off faster. I'm just like, Dad, you are nuts. And one of my brothers are going to end up with it. I'm just like telling them, why don't you just get the truck now, right? And take over the payments for him so he doesn't have to deal with it. And they just stare at me like I'm speaking a foreign language.
Oh, because they want Dad to pay for it so they get it for free.
There you go. That's
what Dad should do is instead of making double payments, he should make the regular payment and use that other money to hire a driver.
Yeah.
Have somebody to drive him and your mom around. Person on call 24/7. There's got to be a few retirees around there that can still drive well and have the free time and could use the extra income.
Yeah.
Yep.
Joe, what's up, buddy?
Bad idea, love. Seeing a truck stop for several hours, waiting to meet up for a nice magnet fishing collab. Sweet. Hell yeah. It's been forever since I've done a video, never mind a collab. I keep making little videos and putting them in the can, and then, I never follow through with actually putting them up and doing that final wrap up because too wiped out from things and trying to figure out where to sneak them in. Oh, I won't post the pictures, Paula. I'll send them to you in private message.
He doesn't want to make us all sick.
Well, some of you will be sick and some of you will be love sick. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Because let's face it, I am all that when my wife's not here to tell me different. Oh, goodness. Man. I was really impressed.
There you go, Frankie.
I was really impressed with how well my car did on this trip. I mean, for a POS car that on my first trip up, made all that nasty noise, and the whole front end bearing going when I was riding around with Jeff and getting together with you guys.
Yeah.
And since all that disaster, I've driven it to Virginia and back like 6 times. And she just keeps going strong. So
That's great news.
yeah.
Good morning,
Yeah.
Martin. Well, I remember after your trip up this way, we'll say it kind of this way, you got home and it died on you, right?
Yeah. Well, I
That
didn't even get home. I got to Jeff's. I got it fixed, and after getting it fixed, I drove about 6 miles and the front end fell off. Clunk.
Oh.
So the guy came back and fixed it again and found out that he'd replaced it with the identical part it needed, but the part that had been in there originally was a 1/4 inch short from what it should have been. So then he got the right part and put it in, and I've had no problem with that ever since.
That's good news, man.
But yeah, for a little $3,000 car, and yeah, don't look too surprised, Charlie. That's what I paid for it. It's still holding up.
Yeah.
See, they're still talking about the Daisy Dukes. They want it. They may be acting like they're in denial, but I burned that image in their heads, and now they want it.
Jim still keeps mentioning it, and Paula's like, he don't want it to either. Oh boy.
Yeah, I love those puzzle stickers. Burkles makes great puzzles, and Summer and how come I can never remember his name? Brad. Yeah, the Summer and Brad just have a great little channel over there. They're doing awesome stuff. The Cerakoting is beautiful. It's like I wish I could afford to get some of that done on some like specialty knives or something like that for giveaways. Ooh. I noticed that. It's like even without smoking, we are getting stuff out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that went on for like a good month.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Chris, how's it going, buddy?
Good morning. We saw him up on the Clarks last night. Very good stream they had going. Their Coverween stream. I had no idea that Chris makes handmade marbles in art glass.
Mm-hmm.
And he only had access to some of his stuff because most of it's still in storage while he's setting up the new place there. But I mean, beautiful work. And he's like, yeah, I've only been doing this about, a year. It was a short period of time. And I was like, wow. Man, I'll tell you what. I hit the lottery. The first thing I'm going to do is buy me an education because that stuff looks fun. But it doesn't look like something you can do with that park rat mentality. You know what I'm saying?
He's a pretty cool guy. He came out, he was in Pensacola. We got to do some hunting together. It was fun.
Nice. And good guy out there at the farm, taking care of the folks and doing what needs to be done, man.
Yep. Deej says you're going to cough a lot for a month or so. She's right.
I'll probably be coughing for a few years because I'm not giving up my weed. I'm just saying. It's like, there's a lot of things about me I want to change, and that ain't one of them. So, super stuff. And try to get back into a normal thing here. I'm going to have to rent
Chris, you have a great day, sir.
Take it easy, brother. I'm going to have to rent some storage units and move some stuff out of the house so we can pass a house inspection and then move it all back in because I'm paying $300 a month for storage. That's what it costs around here. A 15 by 20 costs you $300 a month.
Per unit? Oh, that's per unit, huh?
Per unit, yeah. And, I got a house full of stuff. I need like 3 or 4 units. So,
holy crap.
I need to do this for 1 month, get my inspection, and get everything back in. Mm.
Awesome, Dan.
There you go, Paula. Nice, Dan. Way to go.
Wow, Paula. Oh boy.
Mm. There you go. To make sure everybody read all the comments and stuff. So, have you been out Detective Keaton lately, or have you been too tied up with work?
Between works and my folks, haven't had any real time to do much. I think last Saturday went out for just a couple hours. Brad and I then had to call it. Uh, family was in town, had to go, do that whole thing, and
Uh,
you know.
uh,
But my mom's on hospice now, so that'll help a little bit. Yeah, care coming, daily.
yeah.
So that'll be a good thing in a
Mm.
way. And it sucks, but in a way, it helps a lot. So, but yeah, other than that, no. Take my dad down to. I'm heading down to Palaca on the 10th.
Mm.
So, talk to Rob. He said he's about 3 hours out of there, 2.5 hours from Palaca. Might meet up with him. My dad wants to go see his brother, so I'm going to take him down there for the weekend. So that'll be a good time, and I might go do some swinging down there. So
Yeah, I think. Trying to remember, but yeah, Palaca's only a couple hours from here.
no, really?
Yeah, I remember passing it on the way home, and I'd been out there for something recently. Might have been camping. I don't know. Might have been over there with Kimberly. And there's so much going on. It all blends into one big memory. It's like I can't remember, but I know I've been there.
Frankie used to live there. Thanks,
Mm,
Bill. Yeah, that's gonna. It's definitely an old area. So
hmm
my dad kind of kicked it around there when he was a kid. Well, he lived there a little bit, and he was telling me about St. John's River or whatever's right there. And as a kid, they used to play out there a lot. And there was a spot back there. He was digging something. I forgot what he was doing. I think they were digging for worms to go fishing.
mm.
And he hit something, and he started uncovering it, and he was uncovering a wagon wheel. Right,
Oh
and
wow!
I was like, "What? Where is it? Show me where you're at." He doesn't remember
Yeah,
what was back there.
absolutely. Show me
Yeah.
where you were at.
Uh-huh.
I would
All
love
right,
to.
on Frankie.
Everybody always talks about, oh yeah, the jar of coins or the hoard of coins or something like that, right? And I think it would be cool to find that stuff. Yeah, but I'd be more excited over the relics. Could
Mhm.
you imagine being out there and catching some banging signal and think, oh, it's going to be a horseshoe or something. I got to get it out of the ground so it's not blocking the good signals. And to dig up like an old timey cash register.
Yeah, that'd be
You
pretty
know,
cool.
oh yeah, that would be like, now mostly they were wooden, but those guts, those gears, that'd be something you could tell what it was. I'd love to dig up something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy Metal
Heavy
Detective.
Metal, what's going on,
Good
buddy?
morning, Heavy. Good to see you here, brother. Glad you're up early. Ooh. Mm-mm-mm. Ooh.
What do you got in store for today, Pat?
Well, do the stream here.
Mm-hmm.
And then honestly, I'm going to go take a nap because even since getting home, it's been go, 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 go. I mean, yesterday we did a Tupperware show for freaking 10 hours.
Oh,
You
wow.
know? And then as soon as we're home from that, it's like, okay, gotta make a show on the Clark stream, gotta watch you, gotta watch JP, gotta watch all that, trying to pull clips and this, and it's like, it's been nonstop. And laundry, had to do laundry because damn, that shit smelled. And here in the garage
Mm-hmm.
where I normally did most of my smoking. I mean,
Oh,
it's like,
really?
yeah, it's like got this much left in it. Because it's like, I come out here and it's like, oh, I gotta spray it around and get the fan blowing it everywhere. It's like, it's horrible.
Yeah.
It is. And in a way, when this runs out, I'm not going to buy another one. If the smell comes back, it will serve as a reminder to not freaking smoke because, ooh, I
Yeah.
walked around smelling like that
Yeah.
in good clothes.
Yeah. And you
Dude,
never realize it. And
no, it's like,
yeah. I hear you,
yeah,
man.
just mind blowing. And 90% of that came from, well, my parents were both smokers. My grandparents were both smokers. And that was back in the 70s when nobody was all delicate. They smoked in the house.
Mm-hmm.
In the wintertime, we'd be driving to go to grandma's house, like 6-hour drive, freezing cold and snowing out. They're smoking in the car, windows up.
Windows up.
Who knows? It's like, yeah, man. I was probably already a pack-a-day smoker by the time I decided to light one myself because all the secondhand
Right?
smoke.
Frankie says you get nose blind after a while. That is true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yep. Big time. So, glad to be moving beyond that. I quit once before for about 3 years. And at that time, I had no problem. Like, I decided to stop one day and I never looked back. I never had the cravings. I never had the nervousness. I never did anxiety or heavy eating or replacement habit or nothing. I just walked away from it and I was fine, And then one day we were cruising down the road, my brand new motorhome, had it for 3 days. And my wife wrecked it. And that's when I started smoking again.
Ouch.
Yeah. And, I mean, we got the motorhome repaired. We still had a fun trip with the kids and all that. But,
yeah,
that was the catalyst. And so now, just finally had enough again. Working a lot heavy says, you would have had a ball at Thermal Heavy. There was plenty of good, Thomas 907 was there with his wife. Rose was there. Of course, the JPs. It was a great crowd all around. And you and I still haven't met face to face, so we're going to have to put it together one of these times, man. It was a blast. People were freezing out there. I'm in the back of my car with an extension cord running to the outlet and this small little heater. And even when it was down in like the 40s and 30s, I was fine. I could have slept naked on top of the covers because that little heater kept that car so hot. At one point, I had to crack the windows.
Got too hot, huh?
Yeah, and that was when it was on its low setting.
And everybody else started shaking their
And everybody else wakes up and it's like, not me, man. I get up, I get out of the car, I get my morning soda going. I open the back of that car and the heat hits me. Woo. All right, that'll get me going while I get a fire going.
Oh, man.
But yeah, it's always a great time out there. And of course, tomorrow's their last day of operation for the season. So I bet you there's plenty of people down there today getting in that last minute panning and sluicing and trommeling and whatever it is they got to do.
So what does JP and those guys do? They just collect a bunch of pay dirt and then do that on the off season, or?
You kind of can. You get pay dirt. I have a 5-gallon bucket full here from a trip to Thermal City last year at the Bash.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got another 5-gallon bucket in the back there of the car still from this year's trip to the Bash.
Mm-hmm.
but got all this. So hopefully when I get a new place, I'll be able to set up an area where I've got a panning station, a spot for my cleanup sluice, the recirc sluice to keep going, because
Morning,
I
James.
would like to spend more time working with the gold stuff and enjoying that. Oh, I did get this at Thermal City, though, and it's a monster. Okay. Little loop, you can see there's a battery compartment with a special key to open it. And this sucker is, there we go, lighted.
That's
and
cool.
You want to talk about seeing some serious detail. This thing is powerful. I mean, you can see the pores on your fingers with this. It's killer. And it was only $10.
Can't beat that.
Well, I saved the box because if they're selling them for $10, they're probably getting them for less.
Right.
So I think this is something I could buy a few of to use for giveaways. And I've got a new set of material coming to me. For you remember when we were kids and you'd make a model and you'd have to put the little decals on the model, like soak them in water to get them wet, but then it would look like it was painted on there all professionally.
Yeah.
I've got the stuff coming that will allow me to make those. So now if I put the Park Rat logo on something like this, it's not going to be a sticker I put on there. It's going to look like it was built on there.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I can see that going wrong with you so bad. Those refurbished stickers you talk about to make it look like it's actually part of the product.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that was so funny. I've got a picture here because, I'm proud of my stupidity. There we go. This was on the condom machine at a gas station on the way home. Factory refurbished.
Crazy.
Yep. Right under the Super Strongs, because that's what you want. I have put them everywhere. We were in the local store, and right by the cash register is this big bin that's full of little Tootsie Rolls. And they're like, oh, a nickel a piece. I'm talking to the girl. She's getting my stuff that I've said, and all this. And, oh, where are you from? And I'm from here and there. While I'm doing that, Jeff puts a factory refurbished sticker on the bin. He was back there yesterday. He's like, 4 days now. Nobody's noticed.
Oh, really?
This is like small country store,
Yeah.
So,
hey, Shay. How you doing?
Super funny stuff.
How we doing, Beard? How you doing, James?
Trying to see everybody. James, what's going on, brother? Jack Felmy Jr. That's a new name for me. Welcome, Jack. Glad to see you here.
Morning,
I'm
Jack.
Rat Pat. That's Charlie. We're kind of a big deal. Don't let it get around, though.
He is. I'm not. Hey, Kimberly.
Good morning, Kimberly. Glad to see you here. Doing well. Thank you all. We're doing great, man. God put me on this side of the grass today. I'm going to have as much fun with it as I can.
There you go.
That's about all you got. Oh, I meant to send that to Monkey. Yeah, some of these places we've looked at, house-wise, you want to talk about misrepresentation. They're like, oh, it's got this, it's got that, it's got all the beautiful land. You walk up to this place and the porch is all warped, and there's mold growing on it from some constant leak that's dripping down off the roof because they've got overhead pipes for plumbing. Every wall has water damage on it. It's like, oh, needs new carpeting. Needs new everything. How you going to put this little chunk of junk out there and it's got an acre and a half of land, and you be asking $285, and it's like, even empty the land ain't worth $285. Okay, and that's just a project. That's somebody's got to get rid of that thing. What am I going to do? Try and make a few bucks, get the fire department to come out here and train new guys on how to not put out a fire? aggravating, totally aggravating. And then one of these yahoos is trying to build a secret room in the house. And they're like, oh, build that good safe room thing going on. So you know how people do the fake bookcase? And, you know, it doesn't look like anything. And then you can open it up and there's a secret room behind it.
Yeah.
That's a lot more effective if the bookcase faces out. Because when the bookcase faces into the room, you can walk around and go, oh, look, there's a secret door.
God.
You know, who am I to say anything, right? I'm
No.
not from pizza place. But, jeez, I don't know where stupid people get their money, but I need to stop shopping there.
Oh no, Paula. I'm not meeting up with Pat if he's wearing those.
My Daisy dudes.
We're cool,
no,
but we're
no.
not that cool.
Oh, no. Hey, we've shared a hotel room, and he's never even seen my camel, bro.
No, I don't want to either. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Dude,
Oh,
we
shit.
gotta take another trip again, man.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I don't know if Jeff's coming back this way or not, but somebody's always on a journey to Florida and wants to meet up with people, and we need to get together and do another good collab.
Oh, yeah. That was fun.
It's time to bring the band back together, man. Screw Yoko. Let's make music. Buddy Biggs, good morning.
Hey, buddy, what's going on, bub?
Discovery.
We made it to the stream for a little bit last night. I tell you, last night it got some points got out of control. I was like, "Where's Pat? Up here, save me!" There was actually a few times I felt like Rob. I just sat there and shook my head, like, "What the hell just happened?"
And I'm sitting back watching, going, "Don't seem so bad now, do I?"
Oh boy, no, Martin, you still know.
Oh man, yeah. That's all we need is a battle of the village idiots. It's like our court jester versus your jester. Let's have fun. That's okay. I'll get on a hobby horse and joust with somebody.
Chris says that's not a camel toe, that's a moose knuckle.
Discovering Dorset says, I saw an advert from a clothing company called Moose Knuckle. Yep.
Oh, man.
That's one of those bad advertising campaigns, you know. It's like Levi's wide load jeans, you know. It's like, girl already knows she got a big butt. You don't need to name the jeans that, right? Oh, man. Yeah, we did the mall yesterday. That was good. I saw Kimberly's wife and mother-in-law came by and hung out at the booth for a few and had a little chit chat. Love seeing them. I think as a group, we need to get together more and do a few dinners out and stuff like that, because they're just super fun to hang out with, and we all get along, you know. It's so weird. You know how oftentimes it is like couples get together and it's like everybody's happy, but there's one outsider who's like, just, you know, because this bothers me about that one. And it's like, no, everybody's getting along good in that group we got. And yeah, we should definitely spend more time together. Because I like taking my wife out and showing her off.
There you go, man.
Oh, Buddy Biggs says I happen to wear Moose Knuckle brand leggings. Yeah. You got in on that whole promotion thing where they send you 12 pairs if you do a video? Yeah, I thought about that myself, but again, they didn't have any deep dish models, so hey, more power to you.
Outdoor Wally, how's it going? It's true. These streams just take on a life of their own, don't they?
Yeah. Hey, this is me without my brain all clouded with cigarettes. Huh? It's getting better. Tell me it isn't. Come on now.
Oh boy. Hey Gregory, what's going on?
Going on? Morning. Hopefully I've said hi to everybody. I should have been watching over here and making sure everybody's got a wrench.
Well, good morning, Mary.
Mm-hmm. It's always a good morning, Mary. If you're here, we're here. God is good. I got no complaints. Ooh. Well, except that they don't make leggings that'll fit me, you know. And that's kind of something I hope goes away. No, I mean, at first it's kind of unique. You see all these women running around in their leggings. Yay, and it's wonderful. But, you know, I miss seeing women in dresses and outfits that leave you wondering, a little to the imagination, you know?
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of, dare I say it, and this coming from me, modesty. You know? All right. It's like everybody got a butt crack, but you don't need pants that ride up there. I'm just saying.
Right.
You know, we see girls like that walking around the mall all the time. And my wife's like, look at that girl. That's right up the crack of her butt. And all I can think of is that probably don't smell good. I mean, after that first wear, you got to kind of keep them up the butt crack so the stain doesn't show.
Well, the thing that gets me is when they dress like that and then they get mad because you look. You know what I mean? You know?
Yeah.
What are you mad about? You did this, you know?
Yeah. And you know, this stuff is like a layer of paint. This is borderline indecent exposure.
Exactly.
You know, if we wore pants that like highlighted the package like that and be like, oh, ladies, my eyes are up here. You know, and actually, if I wore something like that, I'd be offended if they looked at my eyes. Ladies, my package is on. I'd spend $45 on these things for you to look me in the face. Okay?
Oh no. Oh boy.
Yeah. Everybody wants to be sexy, but nobody wants to be objectified.
Right.
It's like, I want to be smart. I just don't want to do math. Hello?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, brother, I got to get up after this. Get some breakfast going real quick, and then I got to get ready.
All righty, man. Thank you for stopping in and hanging out.
Thank you for letting me up.
I'll try to catch your show for a little bit, but like I said earlier, there's a nap in my near future.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
All right, brother.
I'll give you a shout later, and I'll talk to you about next Saturday.
All right, that sounds good, man.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
All right, take it easy, brother. All right, well, that was wonderful having Charlie up here. I'll tell you what, he stays on the go. He stays super busy. Let's all keep him in our prayers. His mom and dad, you know, getting up there in years. And, yeah, there's so many of us. We can all use support in one way or another. So if you see a name here in the chat, say a prayer for him. I don't know what they need, but I know we all need something. All right, now, the link should be still posted to the top of the chat. If anybody wants to come on up and say, hey, we got about a half hour left here. And, yeah, we'll keep this morning rolling along. Oh, wow. How did I miss so many? There we go. All right. See what's going on over here. Satellite dish size, that's right. I wish for not one of them 18 inches either, one of them big old C-band. Yeah. Work out for me rather nicely. Man, I can't believe with Charlie's dad in that truck, man. That's a kick in the head right there. buy a brand new truck, and then a week later have your license taken away. Incredible. Okay, we're going to turn that volume down there. And we're watching in 3 places now. I'm good to go. Yeah. You're always on the go, Petey. I mean, you work more than anybody I know. Holy crap. Well, wishful thinking, fantasy, you know, Mary. Dan B up in here. There he is. Good morning, Dan. Glad to see you here, brother. Hope things are going good in your world. And Dan's another one. You see that name in the comment? Put him on your prayer list. Don't know what he needs, but he needs something. I need something. Buddy needs something. James needs something. Jamie needs something. We all need something that only God can provide. So remember to pray for each other often. Live will not load for me. That's odd. YouTube has made some changes recently, and that screwed everything up. Like when I go to my YouTube now, instead of my icons being up here, one's down here, one's over there, one's on a totally different page. It screwed up our YouTube TV because that's what we use in the house. We don't have cable, we have YouTube TV. And while I was gone, my wife's like, I can't get the TV going. I can watch it on the laptop or on the phone, but I can't get the TV going. So I spent a day and a half trying to fix that. And it's all about the changes that they've made. That's right. She had knee surgery. Hopefully she's recovering well from that. And she's definitely blessed to have you by her side to take care of things. And again, that's another amazing miracle in my life. That this piece of work right here has someone who loves me and wants to take care of me. That's amazing. How long are you going to have to sit there before people show up, man? You'd think if y'all are out for some magnet fishing day that everybody would be chomping at the bit to get it started. Good morning, Don. Just be cool. If I haven't said hi to you before already, glad to have you here, brother. Again, the link is posted at the top of the chat if anybody wants to come up and say hi. I wonder if they make a butt spackle cover-up. I'll have to ask one of my stripper friends. They know about that kind of stuff. And you know, I recently found out why the crack in our butt goes up and down instead of sideways. This way, when you slide down railings, it doesn't go. It makes sense to me now. I'm that same way too. If everybody's like, okay, let's get together at 9 o'clock, I'm there at 7. It's like I'm not missing a moment of the action. One time I went over to see Rob, and he's like, yeah, we'll meet over here at 9 o'clock. Well, that's a 3-hour drive for me, so I'm on the road at a little before 6. I'm there at 8:30. Start doing my thing. Rob shows up late. He gets there by 10 o'clock, him and Dalton. They hunt for about an hour, and they're like, hey, man, we're going to lunch, and then we'll come back and hunt somewhere. It's like, you go. I didn't drive 3 hours to detect an hour and a half and then stop and eat. You know, it's like, I gotta keep moving on. So they left and went and did their lunch thing and relaxed and cooled off, and I just kept detecticating because that's what I came to do. Now, always good time getting together with the guys over there. And again, it's been forever because life just keeps throwing stuff at you that needs your attention. And that's the most important thing right there. I mean, everybody wants money and needs money and money this and money that and money the other thing, but all the important things really need your attention. You know, if you've got 10 big problems and you throw an endless supply of money at them, 7 of them are going to go away. The other ones need the most important thing. They need your time and attention. Oh, Jim, there we go. Everybody talking and feeling good. All right, trying to carry this for a little bit longer. So good to be back in the saddle again, doing this. Hopefully, hopefully I'll have some giveaways going on in next week's show. I'll be working on some stickers, Isriz, and stuff like that this week, and hopefully having a good time at it. So yeah, be looking forward to giveaways next week. Also, again, be looking forward to seeing the new Swifty sticker. Those are on their way to him. Hopefully you can read that correctly. Is that legible to you guys? Readable for him? It is a kick in the butt, man. Talk about insult to injury. And Charlie's dad's a great guy, man. My wife loves hanging out with him. They get along so well. And like Charlie said, I always make his dad laugh. But we'll be cruising along in the truck or out at deer camp. And I have him rolling so hard, man. Sometimes we all have trouble breathing. It's great stuff. Love that old guy. It would be so much better if we could all just live forever. But now I need to get down and take a puff because I'm ready. Now there we go. That's the wake up I needed. Oh, that more caffeine, man. But great streams going on all the time. We're, of course, moving into winter. And so a lot of people who get out and magnet fish won't be able to. They get out and prospect. They're not going to be able to. The detectors in certain areas are not going to be able to get out there and do that stuff. So it's important. Let's keep these live streams going. Stay active in them. Good morning, John.
Good is this active enough?
Yes, it is. And as always, love that flag, man. Everybody gotta have a can-do flag.
You betcha. I love it. It's always going to be sitting by my favorite chair, and right now the driver's seat is my favorite chair. Probably always will be.
Hey, I don't know if you were here earlier, Don, when I was talking about it, but a friend of mine told me about a place in North Carolina. I'll try and get you the information on that. And I
had heard that. I had heard who the friend was, and I also had heard that I think it was you had made an offer, but that was the end of what I knew. I didn't know if you got it.
Oh no, but this place she tells us about is a campground on a lake you can live at year round if you want to, and it costs $5,400 a year.
And that's it? No other fees? Or
that's it.
Community fees, HOA, or any of that happy crap?
Nope, it's a campground. But $5,400 a year to have your own spot year round. That's a great price.
It is.
I mean,
it is. Damn. It's crazy the prices for just a place to park your camper.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, they got you by the short hairs. You think we're saving money. We can live like this. And then you
want water. Oh, wait, that site costs more.
Oh, yeah, we're going to charge you $10 a week for cable and, this, that, and the other thing. Or all of a sudden you're in some place and they're like, well, now we're switching to our summer rates, so it's going to go up to $80 a week instead of $23. You can spend a small fortune trying to save money.
Oh, definitely.
Look at
But
that.
the good news is my furnace is working fantastic.
Mm. Now, Scott McClory, let me post his thing here. We keep our camper at a seasonal campground for $4,300 a year, but you can only live there from May to October.
That's the way a lot of them are up here.
Yeah,
They close up and you have to leave.
yeah.
It's like, well, then I don't own it. Bullshit.
Mm. Yeah, and there's certain ones where you actually do own the land and have the deed to it, recreational land. We've looked into that a bit because we still want to travel as much as we can. Whole lot of
So, are you going to live
buffalo.
in a camper now?
No, but we have a nice motor home, and we'd
So
like
that give
to.
you a good place to put it anyhow. What's happening with the house you're looking at?
All those deals have fallen through, so we're just gonna keep praying and keep looking.
Oh, here
And
I thought this last one. I thought you had something going here.
oh, so did I, man. We were right on the verge, and then everything fell apart. That's fine. So you don't have to lug it back and forth. No, I was storing my camper at a local storage place, and that was costing me $200 a month. You know, and for it to sit there. So
Right.
a buddy of mine, a pseudo son, whatever you want to call him, he's got about 5 acres just outside of town here. So now I have it parked on his property for free. Praise God. And it saves me some money.
Yeah. Yeah. I all the YouTube videos and whatnot I've been learning from. I find out there's a thing they call mooch docking, and there's some people that they do that full time. I'm glad they're not my friend because they come and they mooch all off you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they'll pull up into your yard and
Plug
hook up
in and
hook up to your water, and yep. And it's kind of like when you're young and in your 20s and you don't have your own apartment, so you go from this friend's couch for a few days, or this
right.
friend's couch for a few days, hang out with this chick you met in the bar for like a week and a half, and you're back over at this buddy's place, and
Yeah, life used to be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. And a lot more easier.
Yeah.
And I wish I'd known how good I had it when I was in my 20s. When I thought life is so hard, I had no freaking clue.
Yeah, really. It ain't always fun being a grown up, but I guess somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, that's for sure. Better you than me, though.
Not really. I'm not that good at it.
Oh, no. I fail every day, but for some reason, I keep coming back and trying again.
Right? I think your wife might have something to do with that.
Yeah.
I know mine does.
It's good to have someone in your life that won't let you give up.
That's it. That's exactly it.
I'll try and look and make sure that I still have your mailing address, but can your wife hear me?
No.
Okay. I got another one of those cool cut shirts for her.
Cool. Oh,
So,
she will love it. Her birthday's coming up, end of January.
Sweet,
well,
man.
Christmas will be before that even. Yeah, she'll be happy whenever the hell it is.
I'll send that in your name so you'll know what it is. And if you can sneak it without her finding it, make it a surprise later, that would be super.
I can try that, but here's us going to the post office. I pull up in front of post office. She runs in. She comes out. She'll have a package in her hand. She don't say no more, I'm just thinking, she got a package. She must have ordered something. And she'll whip out her little crevice tool that I gave her from Can Do. She's got the red, white, and blue one, which is why I need a new one of them. But she loves it. She uses it all the time. And she'll go and she'll rip that open and start looking in there. And I'll say, what'd you get? Yeah, one of them. and she says, well, I don't know. It's yours.
But either way, however she gets it, we got another one for her.
fantastic.
I ended up seeing Opal yesterday while we were doing our thing at the mall. And again, she was like, "Yeah, you want to do another giveaway?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So she gave me one for a giveaway, and it was like, "Boy, I really hope Don's wife wins this one. She's gonna love that." And she's like, "Well, just send that to his wife." And she gave me another one for a giveaway.
Oh, far off. She is fantastic.
Yeah, she is awesome. She really is.
And yeah, my wife could use a little cheering up these days. We finally have our cats going somewhere, and it's crushing her. Everyone that goes out the door just crushes her.
Yeah.
And
Now,
her car's been in the shop, and it's going to be there another 3-4 weeks yet. So yeah, she's not been having a real good time. So she'll love a surprise.
Yeah. And so, are you going to keep at least one cat? You know,
I have 2 in here with me now. Here's one. This one's mine. I threw some blankets on the dash, and he likes it. Then I have a little gray one-eyed one, Jack. She's running around here. Those 2 I'm keeping, and there's 2 or 3 the wife wants to keep. So we're still going to have a home full of cats.
Yeah.
But it'll be a much smaller home and much fewer cats.
Hell yeah.
The cats are going through the rescue. They're going to some place called Barista Cat Cafe. It's in Whitewater, Wisconsin, if anybody's in the area and wants to check it out. And I guess they have locations all over the place, but people get to go in, hang out with the cats. And they got some special going on this weekend where the college kids in town there they pay a couple of bucks and they can sit there and study with the cats all day.
Hey, Mrs. Candu, good morning to you. Alan Curry, I saw you come in the door. Try not to ignore anybody here. Mandy's Candy.
Good morning to everybody, because I have trouble seeing that chat.
Yeah. Have not sent out any of the Oktoberfest winnings. I got sidetracked with the house stuff. Did not do as many giveaways as I want, so I've got everybody's addresses. We'll be getting those labeled and out probably Tuesday. And then after that, I'll have all those extra packages to give away. So we're just going to start letting them fly at every stream I show.
Sounds like a housewarming party. You get your house, then you start letting them things go and celebrate.
Oh man, I could use a housewarming party. That would be awesome stuff. And just for the record, Mary, it's Rattoberfest. Rattoberfest. Mm-hmm. And on the big news, before I forget, I've made it. Well, I've made it tomorrow. It's my birthday. I'll be 55 years old.
All right.
No smarter than I was when I was 12 and a half, but 55 years old. Hell yeah.
And like I tell everybody, I speak from experience because I'm 60. It only gets worse. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's right.
I hear these kids at work, they're only in their 20s and they're complaining, "Oh God, the older I get, the more it hurts."
Yeah.
What?
That's why I tell them, just
long way to go.
Kid, it'll stop hurting when the pain goes away.
That's about it.
Yeah, it is super early in the morning for you, Mary. Dang. I appreciate each and every one of you being here at West Coast Crowd. That's some serious commitment to get up at this time of day. I didn't want to be up at this time of day. Dang it. Ooh.
I didn't even realize what day it was. I just knew I didn't have to go to work.
That always makes it better.
Today I go get more propane. I've been getting it. I figured I was going to get it every 2 weeks, but with the way it started getting colder and I started going through a little more, I guess I'm going to plan on every week at least.
Yeah.
I need to get a big tank that I can like mount on the back of this thing or something. I don't know the legalities. I got to check into all that.
What, to have like a recirc system?
Well, I want to get like a big propane tank on the back end. They got them bike racks or storage
Yeah.
racks that get in the trailer hitch. But I'd like to put something in there to hold a big 100-pound propane tank or something. You know, something at least as big as the one I have. Bigger would be
Yeah.
better, and then that way I don't have to run to the hardware store to refill it because I got to move this whole thing every time I go to get propane.
Oh yeah, ours has like I think it's a 30 or 35 gallon tank on it,
Mine's
and
got a 20-gallon built in.
and I talked to the camper people about like, could we put in a bigger tank? And they're like, no, we can't do that. And it's like when you crawl under there, there's like big empty space right here. It's like, why can't we put one here? No, we can't do that. Legality is this and that and the other thing. And it's like people don't realize, you know, when you're in a motorhome, you burn through some gas, especially if you're just trying to keep warm. You know?
Yeah, I'm learning that real fast.
Mm-hmm.
But the gas prices ain't been too crazy here lately. They still should be $1.50 cheaper, but
Yeah.
they're a few cents better than they were.
Yeah, we've had a difficult time finding propane when we're out on the road and traveling around. It's like knowing what's where. So we got this book called The Next Exit, and they put it out every year. And it's like if you're on, you know, Highway 16 in Peduncio, Utah, heading west, you can look that up in the book and you say, I just passed mile marker 18, and they'll be like, at mile marker 26, there's a Walmart. At mile marker this, there's a general store. It tells you what's up ahead, no matter what road you're on.
Yeah, I've been seeing there's all
that's
kinds of
30
different
bucks.
apps for your phone that'll do that stuff and all along your whole route and everything. But
Yeah,
the problem
that's
is there's a few different ones, and I don't want to clog my phone full of a bunch of them. I only want one, maybe
right.
two. So I'm trying to decide which ones I want.
This is why we want the hard copy book. That for $35, we get the book we can look it up in, because we also discover that there's a lot of places out there on the road where you have no cell or Wi-Fi.
Right.
So having the app on my phone don't do me good. It'll tell me there's something down here at mile marker 6, and I get there and the locals are like, oh, that burned down like 8 years ago. Like, we never updated the app. So
I was glad I found out Ace Hardware had propane I could pull and get filled, because the camper place I asked, they wanted $6 a gallon. So I did a little calling around and found out Ace Hardware's got it for $3.29 a gallon. I thought, well, damn,
heck yeah.
that's a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm. Mary has no wrench. Well, let me see if I can do something about that. Let me see if I can wrench it, maybe. She's a mod.
Deej, I don't know. I'm probably behind because I'm reading the comments in StreamYard here. But Tractor Supply, I've heard they're cheaper on everything I read. But when I went to their ad for the local one here, it said that propane refill is unavailable at that location. I haven't actually gone and talked to them, but I will. Them and Farm and Fleet. Farm and Fleet, I would think, would have it too, but I haven't seen anything advertised.
I was thinking make like a powdered natural gas where you just like add some powder to the tank, put in a cup of water, close it up, and let it turn into a gas that you can burn, you know?
Huh.
Kind of like I'd like to get one just to try it out. The old carbide lanterns, where you put the carbide in the container, and then it has a little water drip, and
I've
the
never
water.
heard of that.
Yeah, these are like carbide mining lamps, but they make all kinds of them. So you put some chunks of carbide in the container and close it shut. The top of the container has a reservoir with water. and you set the drip rate, and it drips. The water mixed with the carbide makes a gas, which comes out through the little port, and you light that, and you've got gas light.
Wow.
And I think one of those things, you fill it with carbide and fill the container with water and it burns for like 4 hours. You can adjust the brightness and the intensity and all that, and it's like amazing. This is what people were using for coal mining back in the day. And it's like, I want one of those just because I think that'd be a great little survival tool.
Well, and it's just cool, period.
Yep. Yeah, but you can see tons of videos about carbide lamps on YouTube. And there are even some people that show you how to make your own at home. But since I've got no experience with them, I would want a professionally made one.
Yeah.
You know, this way, if
Especially
something goes
since
wrong,
you're looking to move, you don't want to burn down your down payment.
yeah. And for sure, if something goes wrong, I don't need her going, I told you should have hired a professional, bought a real one.
Yeah, I get yelled at. Well, it's easing up now. I used to get yelled at for calling somebody for something that, well,
Yeah.
we've been able to fix that ourselves. Well, there's some things I don't want to mess with.
Yeah. And of course, you get the whole thing. It's like, my dad would have fixed it on his own. It's like, well,
Yeah.
your dad's
Well, my
gone now,
brother.
sorry. Yeah.
They were all younger back then when they did that too. Would they do it today? No.
Yeah, and you know, back then wives didn't tell their husbands no. You just did what you wanted to do. You know? Fun stuff.
I still pretty much do what I want to do. It's just you got to deal with the consequences afterwards. That's all.
Hey, sometimes you got to deal with the consequences beforehand.
Yeah.
But, that's all part of the game.
Yeah, I'm pretty safe here. My wife's gone to work.
Yeah. My wife's still asleep, and she doesn't watch my streams, so I'm good.
Yeah, I'm not worried about what I say on here because my wife never watches mine.
I do
that
want
day
to.
when she was here with me, opening up that package and stuff, that was such a rare occasion.
Yeah.
But it was a good day. It was she enjoyed it.
Yeah. Need more of that in our lives. I want to thank everybody for popping in here, hanging out with us this morning, getting some of those juices flowing. We've been all over the board on topics, and it's been fun as always. We're going to get out of here a little early so everybody has a chance to freshen up their coffee, go to the bathroom, and get ready for Charlie and Rob's live stream. You will
Morning,
see
everybody on chat. Sorry if I missed what
That's
you
it.
said, but yeah, I can't see that far. I ain't got my glasses on.
You will see me all again next week right here, and probably have some other streams during the week. Get out there, be good to each other, pray often, believe hard. Love you all, and I'll see you over at Charlie and Rob's in just a few minutes. Take it easy, everybody.
Have a great day.
Peace.